My name is Brock Evans. I'm 43 years old. I'm a teacher for Mount Vernon City Schools, and I teach at Pleasant Street Elementary School as well as Wiggin Street Elementary School. Then I'm also involved in Mount Vernon Wrestling by running all of the youth wrestling program, both Little Stingers as well as Killer Bees, the traveling club as well.
Very cool. So you're not that busy?
No, I'm not that busy at all. Was I hesitant to start CrossFit? Of course. I think anything new, everybody gets a little scared about something, but CrossFit, I think, in our world has somewhat of a negative connotation a little bit because so many people think you have to be in shape or you're gonna get hurt or it's just too much intensity, it's gonna tear you down. So because of those things that you either saw or heard or that I did, I kind of was a little leery, especially having not worked out for quite a while and knowing that I was probably in what I would consider for myself a little worse shape when I started. It was tough for me to come in, but that's what I loved about the fundamentals class. That's what I love about coming in here is that being at those different levels. It was easy to get into and realize that just taking your time and slowly moving into it, I guess basically trusting the process. Honestly, the thing that kind of got me into it was somewhat of the competitive side of it for the intrinsic competitive side, not necessarily with other people in the gym, because at my age I knew better than to try and compete with some of the other guys that are quite a bit younger than I am. But the fact of competing to make myself better, the intrinsic part of it, that really kind of gets me going as far as motivated. As far as particular workouts that I like the best, I don't know. My favorite part is probably just how they're all varied. I love the fact that I don't have to think about anything. I just show up, the workout's already kind of written out. We know what we're going to be doing, we get coached through it, and then we go to town. We have at it. We pump the music and we get fired up. As far as like 1808 and the CrossFit community here in Mount Vernon has really kind of impacted me in quite a few different ways. One is just pursuing my own education with it in terms of trying to get my L1 certificate, to be able to have that certificate to give me the opportunity to coach, but most importantly to actually make myself better within the gymnasium, but then also within my profession teaching, because I felt myself as I got in this gym, felt myself also incorporating some of the things that I was learning in here, also even with some of my students in the physical education world. I've told a lot of people that this is probably it's probably one of the two best decisions I've made in the last 10 years of my life in terms of directly impacting myself as a person. One of them, I'm not shy to say it and scared to say it anymore, but one of them being my sobriety. November would be 11 years, but then the other was deciding to take the step and coming here, because what I've been able to find out here is this also is another outlet, as well as working my program, making sure that I'm staying there, that this takes that same type of discipline, but at the same time you're getting that community and that fulfillment, where you also want to continually learn, which has helped me in turn with both of those aspects.
You wouldn't say marrying your wife is one of those?
Oh, definitely, for sure. I would say in the top three, in the last 10 years, I had three choices. One, getting married. Two would be my sobriety, and three would be joining this gym as well. She's heard me say that before. What I would say is that to anybody really just kind of teetering on whether or not to give it a try, is the fundamentals class is such a good overview to be able to see it. Actually, I'll tell you what. Right now, Couch to CrossFit's a program that I'm actually helping Coach Nick with, and it's been great to get to know 16 new members through this, because it's talking about nutrition, it's talking about daily exercise, also looking at things of our fundamentals, fundamental movements that we're going to be incorporating through all of the CrossFit workouts. And if anybody is teetering, I would highly suggest to look into Couch to CrossFit or fundamentals and give it a try. And I'll tell you, it's kind of A lot of people say that it's kind of like drinking a Kool-Aid, so to speak, or it's cult-like, and it's because of the sense of community and the sense of family. So just get in and try it. You know, I know there's a lot of people out there thinking about it, so just come check it out. I'll be right there with you. I'll help you out or hit me up.
Get it! Get up there! Nice job. 8 on. Nice job. Let's go, Casey! Come on, Buck! That's it, man. Don't stop. Keep going. Keep going.